Hey everybody, welcome back to the Archangel 15. Coming back at you with my infamous root canal in a bottle. This is going to be number 3. I just did number 2 and it got deleted because I said that the 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide could cure other things besides this. I'm not going to go into that right now in this one. I want to start with a disclaimer of sorts. I am not a medical doctor. I'm not a licensed dentist. I'm not an endodontist. Please consult a medical professional in your particular area of need before making any medical related decisions. That said, if you need a root canal or potentially may need a root canal in the future or know somebody that does or have family or something like this, please watch this video in its entirety. In my opinion, if you don't at least try this therapy first, you're stupid. Like I said, it's the lesser of two evils by far. I have conducted my own independent research studies on at least 5 to 7 teeth with 100% efficacy. This is one of the greatest conspiracies of all time. In the United States alone, again, just in the United States, there are approximately 15 million people that get root canals a year. If you multiply that by 3,000 each, the number could actually be significantly more than that. 3,000, I think, an average number. That comes out to $45 billion. This is just, again, in the United States. I predict wholeheartedly that this number would actually be much higher, that there, for a number of reasons, are a significant amount of people that choose not to get root canals that need them. Either they don't have enough money or they don't want to go through this horribly invasive, horribly expensive, unnecessary process. Or maybe they just, like myself, don't believe the root canal is an effective means of treating the infection. The infection never really gets out. Later, I will tell you about my personal horror story I had with the root canal. If you're actually still with me at that point, I will probably defer you to video number 1. Video number 1 is much longer. This video, I did number 2. Now this is video number 3. Is meant to be more direct and to the point. Again, my research has been ongoing for at least 7 years now. I have not had any need for any new root canals. The one root canal that I did get, I had to get a retreat on it. It failed. And it wasn't until I started doing my own thing that I was finally able to be liberated from the need for root canals. Let's get to the point, the process of doing this. You will need 3 things. To start with, you will need 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. Again, 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. This is not 3% brown bottle peroxide that you will get at the pharmacy or your local grocery store. You will either need to get this from a specialty store or online. While you're getting that, you will also need a glass dropper bottle. We use this diluted. Again, I don't want to hear any critics from me. There's like 2 or 3 things that they have that they say against this, the food grade peroxide, and I guess there's a problem with people using it undiluted. People who don't know what they're doing. We're going to use this diluted. I'm going to show you what a drop looks like. So again, the peroxide, the dropper, some colloidal silver is optional for topical use. You don't have to use it. It's optional. It works good if you put it on the tooth or put it on your toothbrush and brush with it a little bit. And this third one is optional, extremely optional. And I really don't recommend it. And you will need a doctor to obtain antibiotics. And I'm not talking about a whole 30 count bottle. I'm talking 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 max, just to get over the initial infection. To be 100% truthful with you, you do not need the antibiotics or even the silver. The 35% eats the infection alive, like I said. So again, it's taken orally, and everybody's physiology is uniquely indifferent, and infections vary. Sometimes people are just at the infancy stages of a root canal infection. Sometimes they've had them for years. Sometimes they will start to shift, or the infection will start to go to adjacent teeth, or it's ready to start going to adjacent teeth. If you've ever been through the pain of a root canal, it can be excruciating. I mean, this treatment is priceless to somebody that actually needs this in a time of need, and it works very, very rapidly, very, very fast. And as far as the dosing goes, I'm not going to get into that too much. I'm going to recommend that you start with 3 to 5 drops for your first time, just to get comfortable with it, and then you're going to see how amazing you feel and the other side, amazing benefits of using it, and you're going to feel more comfortable using more. I would say 8 drops a day for 5 to 7 days, and you're probably going to get to not even get to day 5, and you're going to need to, you can stop taking it. It'll probably be all gone. You won't even need to go to 7 days. Now, if you have a really, really bad infection, or you're a little bit bigger of a person, I would say like 10 to 12, maybe 15 drops, especially for the first day or two, just to blow the infection out. But like I said, get comfortable with it. And like I said, this is my own personal research that I've done. And there's too many other amazing benefits of 35% food grade peroxide to mention. Like I said, when you take it, you're going to feel amazing. You're going to have a really good sexual vigor, and it eats your root canal alive for breakfast. And you will start to possibly respect some of my other work that I've done in the past on suppressed medical science and various treatments with this. There is one book that talks about this. It's called The 1 Minute Cure by Madison Cavanaugh. She mentions it curing all these different things, and she does not mention root canals or warts. Like I said, I'm talking to you now about the root canal treatment. Like I said, I believe if you listen to me and do what I said, within 5 to 7 days, it would be gone. She says use it for other things. The warts is a little bit differently. I have other videos in the past. You actually don't dilute it and put it topically on that, but we're not going to get into that. I don't want to even say anything related to that. Don't even think about using anything like that on your skin, I guess we'll say for now. I want this video to go through. It's like I said, this video is worth billions and billions of dollars. The people who are critics of this type of therapy are typically people in the medical community, and they have usually 2 or 3 objections to this. One is, like I said, there must be people that were taking this undiluted, and it is extremely caustic. And like I said, I put it on my skin earlier. This is what happens. It's the worst possible thing that will happen. It will not eat through your skin. Yes, it burns a little bit, but please take it diluted. I'm not, like I said, there's no reason to do anything like that. But it's not that bad. It's not that big of a deal. Like I said, that's the main reason, that their main reservation for it. And then the second thing they say is that it's not effective, or that it doesn't treat the root canal. I'm here to tell you that yes, it does effectively treat the root canal, the infection, and you do not need a root canal. Bottom line, the 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide effectively treats the infection, and there is absolutely no need for a root canal. And like I said, worst case scenario, like if there was an issue where I had something start acting up again, or a little bubble or something, I simply repeat the process, and it goes away for good. But that typically does not happen. It is BS that, like I said, people would be opposed to something so simple and primitive, and they would push a $3,000 procedure with the need for drilling holes in your skull and actually pretty close to your brain. It's really invasive. Like they drill all the way through your tooth into your dental pulp or your gums, and then they take these things and jam them up there, and then they take these little things that look like red plastic straws. It's like real unnatural, and they just jam them up there and leave them up there. At this point, like I said, if you're still with me, I highly recommend that you watch my root canal in a bottle #1 video. It's much longer than this one. I share a personal horror story when I went to a dental school because I didn't have money to go to get one done at that point in time, and it failed. And I ended up having to spend money anyway to go to a professional at that point. And then that one eventually wasn't good. And like I said, a horror story. If you're new to my channel, please check out my amazing cloud artwork in my videos in my shorts section in that area. I plan, moving forward, my little plan of action here, my little game theory stratagem is to basically gain a pulpit through my amazing unparalleled artwork, and to basically use this to advance suppressed medical science. Today, we start here, folks, with root canal in a bottle. Maybe someday we'll get to other things, but like I said, let's just see if they'll let this one go through for now. I ask from the sincere bottom of my heart for good people across this country, like the Freemasons, to please consider what I'm saying and give it some thought. If you would rather your kids pay $3,000 and have holes drilled in their head, that's your choice. Last time I checked, we still have the freedom of choice in this country. Some countries, they don't have that. I posted this video and sent it to somebody in China, and they said it was blocked in China. So there's some food for thought there. Take care. God bless, folks.